boys and girls. Last week I introduced you to a new author named Eric Carle. This week I'm going to read some of his books. Today I have a book that a lot of you probably have seen or read. Have you heard of The Very Hungry Caterpillar? I think a lot of you have. I'm going to read this book to you, we'll talk about it, and then at the end of this video, we're going to look and see how Eric Carle makes his pictures, because it's different than drawing. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So if you open up the front cover, you see this page, very colorful. You'll see the title page, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. And then you'll see this, the dedication page. It says, "For my sister, Krista. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a very tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and I think you know what happens next. He was a beautiful butterfly. And that is the end. So let's talk about the book. Who was the character? I think you know, the caterpillar. Where's the setting? Where does this book take place? Some of you might say a forest, and a tree, and a garden. What's interesting though is somehow that caterpillar got a hold of all of this food and all of the fruits in the beginning. So maybe by someone's house? Why do you think Eric Carle made this book? What was his purpose? I think that in the last video, I talked about how he wanted to make learning fascinating and fun. Do you think this book was fascinating and fun? Did this book teach you anything? It might teach you about caterpillars. If you were little and you just learned what a caterpillar was, maybe this book could teach you how they turn into butterflies. Is there something else in the book that could teach you something? Do you remember in the book how it talked about the days of the week? That's a good thing to learn. Some of you practice your days of the week. I don't know if you noticed these pages here, but there aren't too many books I know that have different sized pages and pages with holes in them. So do you remember last video I talked about how Eric Carle is known for his pictures and how he puts a little bit something extra in his books? So maybe that was that something extra, something a little bit different for this book. Do you have any thoughts on how Eric Carle made his pictures? His artwork is different from the artwork of Mo Willems and Dr. Seuss. I don't see things like black outlines. I don't see solid, not mixed colors. I see lots of color mixing. I do see lines that seem to be drawn on, like the hairs on that caterpillar, but what do you suppose the rest of this art is made from? I have a video to show you to address that. So in this next video, you're going to see how Eric Carle makes his caterpillar.
Hello, I'm Eric Carle, and I illustrated and wrote The Very Hungry Caterpillar. We are celebrating the 45th birthday of my book. Happy reading.
So here you are seeing Eric take a very sharp razor and push down on a piece of paper that he painted red. He's cutting out ovals in that paper with a very sharp razor blade. What part of the caterpillar is that? Do you remember? Next, he is going to take another piece of paper and cut out the shapes he needs. So that's how he does it, boys and girls. Before this day, he had painted paper different colors and different shades of green and red and all of that. He waited for it to dry, and now he's cutting out those pieces of paper in the shapes he needs to make a collage. Notice how he doesn't line it up perfectly. The papers overlap and there's white spaces in between. That's just how he does it.
Look just like in kindergarten.
Looks just like it did 45 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get that right? Did you think it was paper that was painted and cut out and like a collage? Well, until next time, see you later.